I know exactly why Bitcoin saw this most recent dump towards the downside, and on today's update video, I'm gonna be talking about the most important patterns: the Ethereum spot ETF, the Bitcoin spot ETF, Mt. Gox that is selling another 2.47 billion US dollars. I will be exactly explaining what this means for the Bitcoin price action right now. I will talk about the most important patterns which we are currently creating on the imminent short term. I will give a big update on my trade, how I'm going to be doing this, where I will be taking my profits, and more importantly, how I'm exactly going to be exiting my trade. So I will be exactly discuss this on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And before I'm going to be diving deeper in towards the charts, I quickly want to be pointing out yesterday was the first day of the spot Ethereum ETF, and we saw about 106 million US dollars inflows on the first day, while Bitcoin actually saw some outflows, which was an approximately 78 million US dollars. So yeah, very interesting day for the first day on the spot Ethereum ETF. And actually yesterday we saw a lot of volatility. Bitcoin came down even lower, and currently we need to look at what currently is happening, because first of all, one of the reasons why Bitcoin is currently potentially dumping could be, of course, due to the fact that Mt. Gox sent another 37,000 Bitcoins away to an unknown address, and this is, of course, most likely that they're repaying their customers again here. But yeah, this is definitely important to be paying attention towards, and now they're still holding at about 5.9 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin, or better said, they're still holding 90,000 Bitcoin on their portfolios. So yes, we're still expecting there could be some more sales from Mt. Gox, but of course, just like with the German government, at the moment they are finally out of their Bitcoins. That is the point where I do believe the bottom is going to get formed, and that is also the point where we're most likely going to be seeing that next big uptick in momentum on the price action on Bitcoin. So yes, if you're also looking at the 1 hour time frame, while we previously created this beautiful symmetrical triangle, we are right now creating a new pattern, and Bitcoin clearly got rejected from the downward sloping resistance line on the top side, and it clearly got supported on the downward sloping support line on that lower side. And the moment where Bitcoin is either breaking above resistance or breaking below support, that is the point where we are going to be seeing that next big push towards the upside. And the pattern which we are currently creating is called a falling wedge pattern. And a falling wedge pattern is a typical bullish bias continuation pattern that tends to get created after a push towards the upside, and then you're seeing some sideways consolidation, and whenever it breaks out, it is creating that next continuation higher. So yes, we are right now creating still a bullish bias consolidation pattern, and I do really believe that if we break the downward sloping resistance line, then we're most likely just going to be flying back towards 68,000 US dollars. And just like last time around, this consolidation which we are right now seeing is just a very healthy thing for Bitcoin, and I don't believe there's a big reason to be panicking right now here, because on the 4-hourly time frame as well, we're creating a lower low on the RSI while the price action is creating a higher high, and this means that we're creating currently a hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. And on the daily time frame, we can clearly see Bitcoin is creating a massive downward sloping resistance line, and this is going to be the most important resistance which we are most likely going to be retesting. And honestly, it is very likely that Bitcoin is seeing such a rejection right now here, because we have seen a very big push towards the upside, and we are currently just retesting one of the most important levels of resistance for a very long time here. And while we are currently seeing that move towards the downside, we actually can start to see that we are retesting this previous high in the market right here. And if I'm going to be extending this previous high, you can see this high has got a lot of confluence. So first of all, you can see that here Bitcoin found some support from it. Bitcoin found some support over here. Bitcoin found some support over here, got rejected over here, got rejected over here, found big support over here, found big support over here, and I can continue onwards with talking about this level. Guys, the level that we are currently going to be retesting is a level with a lot of confluence, and every single time once Bitcoin touches this level, it either sees a big rejection if it is retesting it from the lower side, just like we saw over here, and whenever we're going to be retesting it as support, we tend to be bouncing hard from this level. So Bitcoin coming down right now is not necessarily bearish. It is only giving us a bigger opportunity for a bigger move towards the upside, just like we had over here in the market, because over here we pushed up higher, then retested this level, and that ultimately gave us the opportunity to push higher towards 72,000 US dollars in a very rapid pace here. So things are looking very good for Bitcoin still here, but only a small rejection in this larger scale uptrend is just a very good thing here. So what I will be doing with my trade is hold my trade open. I am not going to be panicking, closing my trade down right now. No, guys, I have said it many times before on the channel if you've been watching. I have set my partial take profit on 72,000 US dollars. I'm going to close about 50% of my trade, looking in like 300 or 240,000 US dollars whenever we are going to be hitting 72,000 US dollars. And then my next take profit target is laying around 86 to 88,000 US dollars. So my strategy remains to be the same. I don't think that anything has significantly changed on the Bitcoin price action. And yes, if you want to be trading yourself, guys, if you go to the link description of today's video, press on this link right here, you will come to this page and you could claim your own free 500 US dollar trade on Bybit right now if you sign up an account using that link below. So make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video if you are interested in trading. Anyways, if I'm diving further in towards the content, we can still clearly see that the falling wedge pattern is breaking out, and just like we have created the falling wedge pattern on the daily time frame, we are creating one right now on the 1 hour time frame, which is looking ultimately super bullish. The history is still repeating from what I was expecting initially, and we're just seeing some sideways consolidation. And just like I said earlier in this video, guys, a rejection from this very important bull flag resistance on the top side is it not necessarily a bearish thing here. This is just super normal after seeing such a significant rally, often about 20% or 29% actually towards the upside. So things are looking great for Bitcoin, monthly consolidation, and of course, ultimately, if we're looking at the liquidation heat map, there's a ton of liquidity laying above us. To be exact, about 10 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin short liquidations will get liquidated whenever Bitcoin is going to be hitting those levels around 72 to 73,000 US dollars. So there's a big short liquidation coming. I ultimately think we should be very bullish on Bitcoin right now here, especially if you're going to be looking at this big level of support, guys. We're just seeing a bullish retest, just like we have seen in many occasions in the past. And I see a lot of people are starting to become negative again, saying 42k is coming, etc., etc. But they are just not zooming out. They're just not seeing what is happening. Of course, yesterday we had actually a bad day on the spot Bitcoin ETF. Maybe this is going to be marking a bigger reversal. But ultimately, guys, look at those inflows from the spot Bitcoin ETF. We have seen large buys coming in here. And maybe we're going to be once again seeing like a slight little cool off phase in the market. But basically, ever since the launch of January 2024, we have seen 17.5 billion US dollars in net flows coming in here. And if Ethereum can only do like 20 or 30%, it is already going to be massive for Ethereum as well, and for the entire ecosystem, to be very clear. So yeah, I'm super bullish on the market. But anyways, this is it from me in today's update video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.